Hi everyone, I'm Anita.
And I'm Kathy. So it turns out that good sleep starts outside the bedroom, and in fact, it starts well before bedtime. It even begins right when you wake up. So it's key to wake up at a regular time each day and upon awakening, get lots of natural morning bright light. This light tells your internal clock or circadian rhythm what time it is and keeps you aligned to a 24-hour day, which means better sleep when you're ready to go to bed. Now, how about your morning coffee? Totally fine in most cases. However, you should avoid caffeine 7 hours before bedtime. Why? Caffeine antagonizes adenosine, the neurochemical that promotes good sleep and slow wave sleep. Slow wave sleep helps us with memory, and it's our restorative sleep. So we want to make sure we get rid of the inhibitive effects of caffeine 7 hours before bedtime. Now, I have my yoga mat here, and exercise is fantastic for sleep. But you want to make sure that strenuous exercise occurs during the day or no later than the late afternoon, since it could get in the way of falling asleep and having deep, restful sleep. Now, dinner time. So we've all been pushing our dinners later and later. However, you want to make sure that your heaviest meal stays at least 4 hours before bedtime, because that can interrupt your sleep and cause acid reflux during the sleep period.
What if you like to have a drink with your meal? Totally fine, but please make sure you leave at least 3 hours in between a drink and bedtime so that way the alcohol doesn't interfere with your sleep. So now we finished off our day and we're moving into the evening. How can we spend our time so that we have good restful sleep at night? Well, a lot of us like to wind down with our electronics. We like to watch shows, we like to listen to music, we like to read books or even do work sometimes. And that's okay, but we do like you to leave at least 1 to 2 hours between using electronics and bedtime so that way the light from these devices doesn't interfere with your sleep. We recognize that some people have no choice and they're working constantly on their electronics up until bedtime. If you have no choice, consider blocking out the light from these gadgets with some sunglasses and using the sunglasses while you're working on your electronics. But it's best if you can avoid using them altogether in that hour or two before bedtime. If you want to wind down further, what are some other things you can do? Reading books can be helpful, but just try not to read anything too enthralling, page turners that keep you up into the night, because that can limit your sleep. If you're a worrier or if you're a planner, you like to think about what happened today and what you're going to do tomorrow, that's great, but find something to write these ideas down on so that you don't have to think about these while you're sleeping and you can get to them tomorrow. We hope that this has been a good review of habits that you can do all day long to help you have a good sleep at night.